Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 31st of January. So, the Trump effect hasn't been too harsh. The pound, euro and other currencies are pushing ahead a little bit here, but nothing significant really, quite a soft one. So let's have a look at the pure technicals. So the euro seems to be pushing back up towards prior highs at the moment, although it's just double topping as I'm talking in the shorter time frame. It's just running into yesterday's highs. So key test this morning to see if we're going to have a retrace and push on through. If we start pushing on through, then of course we'll be looking at prior highs bodies, perhaps the 60-minute body, which should be a target on its way towards its R2 there. So there's the possibility for a continuation. Now, reversals are always possible. Maybe if we start seeing it breaking down through, there's a trend line across the lows here, or the 21s would be good enough. The blue 21 moving average starts breaking down that way. Well, we have got an untouched daily pivot, and it may sort of push back towards that. We just may get into a bit of a chop situation, but we'll just see how it runs. But if it does start chopping, well, the daily pivot may well get hit, well, if that starts getting hit and we start seeing a break, the 50 is all a bit flat. It may not provide too much support, we'll see. But if it gets through that, well, we could see a bit more of a significant retrace. But for now, with the bigger trend of what's going on in dailies, it looks bullish. Cable, start off again, looking nice bullish candle we finished up on yesterday, and we're already pushing through as a continuation of this at the moment. And as I pull through from the 4 hours, you can see it pushed on through yesterday a little bit. This slowed up a bit and carried and continued. Didn't get the sort of depth of retrace we saw in the euro yesterday. So it seems a little bit more hardy, regardless of how all the pundits tried to write it off yesterday. It's still seems to be heading towards again. Well, it's already through yesterday's highs, pushed on through, but looking again like it could be running for these other previous highs there. Boom, boom, boom. Dollar yen. Of course, the caveat with all of these, and it's such an early point in the morning here, is that if they start changing, just look for the break of the trend lines. And while the yen still, to me, got the potential downside, it's on the bigger time frame, it looks like it could push down further. And here we have the potential for it to roll over towards yesterday's lows there. And again, maybe more. Very soft for most of the day there, and pushed up later, but it's not quite moved the same as the euro and the pound, but it's got the potential catching up, I guess. Again, if it starts running the opposite way, trend lines, just wait for the break of the intermediate trend lines there, and look for the upside from that point. But for the moment, as I said, it does look like Trump has done little to strengthen the dollar. He didn't mention currency wars, I don't think, in his comments there, State of Union address. So he kept well away from it. Now, Aussie dollar again recovering from yesterday's a bit more significant sell-off back into its 4-hourly 50 there. But again, it looks like it may be breaking this trend line across the highs at some point and pushing back towards yesterday's highs, maybe more at the moment. But again, the caveat being, if it starts breaking through the trends, they're just watching for the downside again later as it runs through this morning. Canadian dollar, not too dissimilar, but a bigger move here. It's already pushed through, broken the lows again, and looks like, it's already, well, the moment looking like it's heading down to its monthly S2. It's just not far off it at all. It's just breaking a double bottom at where we're sitting. It's just broken the double bottom. Could find a bit of support into that S2. had a solid move over the Asian session there. So all in all, it looks like the dollar weakness may prevail, but we've just got to be a bit wary first thing this morning, see and get a decent setup, see if we get opportunities for decent setups to play in that mode. But if it looks like it's reversing, well, there's plenty of opportunities there for a bit of patience and moves in counter moves. Right, that's pretty much it from that point of view. News-wise then, so it's Wednesday, it's FOMC due out this evening. Let's just check today. Let's see. CPI flash estimate coming out later this morning at 10 o'clock. Could get a bit of volatility around that, but it's not necessarily a big mover. We've seen the German data all coming out yesterday. More importantly, probably the 115 ADP non-farm payrolls. Canadian GDP doesn't really move generally too much because it's a monthly number, so it's not a big weight for. And then it's FOMC 7 o'clock this evening. So let's see how the day goes. Have a great one. Bye for now.